This is bootleg yoga, and I'm going to give you a 20-minute routine to end your evening and relieve some stress. So the first thing you want to do is come into standing mountain pose. You can start with your feet together or up to hip-width apart. They need to be parallel. You want to spread your toes, snuggle your feet into the mat so you get a good connection with the earth. You want to lift your kneecaps, tuck your tailbone under, center your rib cage. It's a soft. Chest is lifted, shoulders are rolled away from the ears. Shoulder blades move down the back. We bring the hands right into the heart center. Neck is long. And then we start by closing the eyes and breathing into your whole body. Fill the belly with the breath. And imagine you're exhaling down through your base of your spine, down your legs into the center of the earth. So as you inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, send the breath down to the soles of your feet into the center of the earth. I want you to slow the breath down and make it very even. Listen to the sound of your breath. So when other thoughts intrude, just come right back to the sound of the breath. Now and any time during the practice, listen to the sound of your breath and let your breath keep you in the present moment, centered, still. On the exhale, you're going to open the eyes, bring the hands down, and we start with the breath. 3 breaths now. We inhale the arms up over the head, without arching, and exhale down. So you want your breath to lead your arms. Your breath is bringing your arms up. Your arms are like puppet arms. Exhale, release the breath, and release the arms. So when you get to the bottom, there's no breath left. One more time. Inhale up. Lengthening through your whole body, exhaling, releasing. Now we're going to inhale the arms halfway up. Exhale to namaste. Now bring your left forefinger over your right. Exhale. Inhale up over the head. So what you're doing is you're reaching through the balls and soles of your feet right down to the earth. You're stretching the hands up and the arms back behind the ears. All this while keeping your tailbone tucked and not arching. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Now we inhale halfway up. Exhale to namaste. Now we take the opposite crossing of the arms. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Try to keep both sides of your waist long. Exhale, side bend to the other side. And let's get the right and left confused, so don't rely on me. Remember what you're doing here. Exhale down. Okay. Now let's take tree pose. Balancing postures are very good because they focus your mind. They keep you centered in the focus of the moment. So take your left foot. Spread the soles of your feet. Root that foot. Now find a spot to look at on the floor. You're going to bring this foot either to your calf or up to your thigh, but never on the knee. You want to push that knee away. Keep this soft without arching. You can bring the hands to namaste. Breathe. Exhale down to the sole of the foot. And don't worry if you fall out, just come back in. No problem. Inhale. Exhale, release. You have to have a sense of humor with these balancing postures. So now we take the other foot, spread the sole of the foot. Imagine you're like a tree sending roots down. Find that spot to focus on. What comes to the calf? What comes to the thigh? Open the knee. Lift the kneecap. Hands to the heart center. Breathe into your whole body. Send the breath down to the sole of the foot. And one more breath. Exhale. Release the foot, release the arms. Okay. Now we're going to do some lower body strengthening work. We're going to take a wide stance. Say about 4 feet apart. You want your feet to be parallel to each other. You want to lift the kneecaps. Hands on the hips. And on your inhale, broaden the chest, lift the heart. On the exhale, come down halfway. Fingertips are in line with your toes and under your shoulders. Make sure the kneecaps are lifted. You don't want to relax. You want to lift the kneecaps by tightening your thighs here. The next thing I want you to do, roll the shoulders away from your ears. And on the inhale, draw your chest forward. Now if this bothers your neck, just look at the floor. What we're trying to do is get your back as flat as possible. We don't want any roundedness. We want the chest to come forward and use your arms to bring the chest forward. So exhale, relax. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. We put the hands on the thighs. And inhale, straighten up. Alright. Now we're going to do some warrior poses. And I hope you still like me after this because they do get to be a little painful. 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Now the alignment is very important here. This foot is parallel to the side of the mat. And your heel is going to line up with your back arch or back heel. And this foot is turned at about 15 degrees. It's kind of pigeon-toed in. You want the feet to be solid. This is important. If you don't have a good foundation from your feet, nothing else is going to line up. So take the time to make sure your feet are lined up. Also, this outside of the foot, don't let it come off the mat. You want to press into the mat. How do you do that? Squeezing your hips. When you squeeze your hips, not only when you tone your hips, but it's going to cause outward rotation. It's going to send that foot into the earth. So, from here, you're going to turn your body towards me, lifting the kneecaps. You're going to inhale the arms up halfway. Exhale, bend to warrior two. The famous warrior pose. Everyone thinks of this pose when they think of yoga. It looks easy, but I'm going to tell you how it is not. This is what I'd like you to do. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Make sure you can see your big toe. We don't want to roll forward. So what do? Again, we squeeze the hips. This foot is outside. Just the outside of the foot is just pressed into the mat. It's grounded. We're reaching strongly. Now, if you have strength, on down. Try to get 90 degrees. Make sure your rib cage is over your hips. Now to the side. You can look over your third finger, or if that bothers your neck, look at me, or look anywhere you want. Next, we're going to the side angle pose. You're going to slide your rib out. See how the rib is leading? Forearm on the thigh. Today we're just going to bring the arm up over the head. You have variations. You can bring it by your ear if you want, but let's stay here for now. We're going to roll the shoulder away from the ear. You see how that gives you space around the neck? Here's a couple other things. Don't sag. Press away. And feel the length here. We want to keep that. We want to bring this rib into the body. The tendency is to lift up. You might even put your hand here and press it down. I know your legs are getting tired right now, but it'll be worth it. Hang in there. You'll love the changes you see in your legs. Also, straight leg, straight line here from your shoulder all the way down to your foot. Right. No butt in the air. Bring it on down. All right, so one more breath here. Maximize. Exhale, we're twisting. Keep the legs where they are. Come back to warrior two. Oh, it's getting tough, I know. Hang in there. One more breath. Squeeze, maximize. Inhale, straighten the leg. And then slide that rib cage into triangle pose. Let that hand fall where it may. Bring this one up to the ceiling. Triangle pose is deceptive. It's harder to do than you think to have correct alignment. So here's what you want to do. Make sure your shoulder is over your elbow in line with your shin. Try not to put a lot of weight on this leg and never on the knee. Once again, your rib cage, people will tend to bring it up, drop it down. Can you see that you want both sides of the waist long? Also, you don't want your chest forward. We're trying to roll from your pelvis, abs, chest, turning the whole body up, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Good. We inhale up. Close the palms. Never felt so good to stand up straight. Come back to the center. Once again, now the feet are parallel, they're not turned out. Hands are on the hips. Actually, let's do something different. Let's interlace the fingers behind you. This is a great stress reliever pose. On your inhale, roll the shoulders up and away. Open the chest. On the exhale, come forward. Now, we're not forcing the arms, right? Relax the head. Let gravity take the arms, and use the arms to pull your shoulders away from your ears, so you're not here, but you're pulling. Breathe. Now you have the option of either rolling up one vertebra at a time or use the strength of your arms to pull yourself back up. Alright, and just when you thought it was safe, it's time for the other side. So turn this foot out to the side, and this brings about 50 degrees in. Remember what we said? Parallel to the mat, heel to heel or arch. 4 to 4.5 feet apart. Lift the kneecaps, inhale. Exhale. bend. Make sure you can see your big toe. Try to keep your ribs lined up here. Reach into the back leg strongly. And look over the finger if you like. Shoulders away from the ears. Sinking, feeling that strength building in your legs. Your legs will love you for this. Good. Hold this one more breath. This is the posture of discipline. On your inhale, slide the rib out. Forearm on the thigh. Arm comes up. And the one thing I wanted to accentuate on this side is that it's a twisting posture. Typically you'll see people lean forward. No, pull your butt under you and act like there's a searchlight on your heart and you want to shine up to the ceiling. All this without the shoulders being crunched around the ears. Hang in there, drop the hip. It's worth it. One more breath. Exhale, turning. Now can you keep your legs right where they are? Back to warrior two. Almost done. Exhale. You're doing great. Now hang in there. You inhale and straighten the leg. Slide out to triangle. Wherever the hand lands, let it land. A common mistake that I see people make is they try to get to the floor. Look at the difference between this straight line and this rounded line. We're really not trying to get to the floor. We're trying to lengthen both sides of the waist, keeping your butt tucked under. That's where the triangle comes from. That's not really much of a triangle, right? So you can either look up at your hand or the floor. I prefer to look straight ahead at you. One more breath. Looking at kneecaps. Hang in there. Looking good. Inhale up. Exhale, close the pose. Back to center. One more time here. Feet are parallel. We're coming to the floor shortly, so hang in there. We're going to inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale, wide angle forward, bend again. Now, you're going to take your left hand, place it under your heart, and turn your fingers toward your other foot. Inhale, and lift your other hand up. I think that would be your right hand. Exhale, turning. So you're using your hand that's on the floor to power the twist. Every time you inhale, you're lengthening from the top of your head to your tailbone. On the exhale, you're opening the twist. Inhale, maximize. Exhale, change sides. Inhale. So we're pulsing here with the breath. Every time you inhale, you back off the twist, you lengthen your spine. Exhale, you move deeper to the twist. One more inhale. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. And exhale, walk the hands back, just relax your head. Let the head hang, let your body cascade. Again, you can use your hands to gently pull you closer to the floor. And then your hands go on your thighs. Inhale, straighten the arms. Now we're going to walk the feet together, heels, toes, toes. Hop the feet together. I'm getting ready to go to the floor, so I'm going to take an inhale up. First, when I come into forward, bend. We're going to hold it here, all the way down. Ride your breath down. Your feet can be together or 6 inches apart. You can grab your elbows, hang. Now soften the knees if you need to. Make sure they're not locked. Make sure your weight's on all 4 corners of the feet. Press into the big toe bones. Now relax your head. You may have to shake it back and forth, yes and no. And you can sway side to side, and this feels good. And your spine will love you for this as you relax. And you're going to release the arms. Come halfway up. Widen the feet. Hip width apart or more. We're going to exhale down to the floor. Yogic squat. So, you can either put your hands on the earth, and this is the point where if you have any stress, of course you do, but you can get rid of it here. Just put it into the earth. Imagine it's flowing out of your body. Give it to Mother Earth. Or you can widen your inner thigh stretch by bringing the hands to Namaste. Breathe into your whole body. Alright, on the exhale we release. We're coming to the floor. Evening is a very good time to work your core. You know why core strength is important? It's important for the integrity of your posture. So whatever you do, you're going to have better form, you'll be safer, more injury-free, and your abs will look great too. So I'm going to start with boat, one of my favorites. Your hands are 8 to 12 inches behind. Now, if this bothers your wrist, you can come on your fists. You can turn your hands pretty much anywhere you want. modify so that you can continue to do the posture. We bend the elbows, and everything lays up like so. The chest is going to lift. Imagine that you have a string attached to your chest and you're lifting it. And remember, if your back starts to bother you at any time, just put your feet flat on the floor, okay? If you want to move on to the more advanced posture, you're going to bring your arms out. You can grab the back of the thighs and extend, or you can reach right for the legs. Chest is lifted, reach into the balls of the feet. How about 2 more breaths? Are you still with me? You can do it. Think about your goals. 1 more breath for me. Alright. And exhale, we're going to bring it on down. And back to the center. Now we're going to do some forward bends. Forward bends are great for calming your nervous system. We do them at the end of the workout. Just bring it back down to earth. So we start with cobbler's pose, butterfly pose. Your ankle is going to line up with your knees. Now what I like to do here is place the fingertips behind. Roll the shoulder blades down the back and bring the chest forward. You see how that sends the knees down? What it does is it brings the pelvis forward. So it helps us to avoid rounding. You get a round, you're not going to feel this in your inner thighs, you feel it in your back. We don't want to overstretch the back, so keep the pelvis coming forward. Then you can stay right here. This is a great place to stay. If you feel comfortable, you can grab your toes or your feet, open them up. Elbows to the side. And remember, our goal is not to get the head to the floor. Goal is to lengthen the spine and really to enjoy what you're feeling. To get in touch with your body, with what your body's feeling, your body's needs. Listen to your body's wisdom here. Your back starts to yell at you, ease off. It doesn't have to get done in 1 day. It's enough that you're here doing this. And this is a great thing that you took the time to nurture your body. So just breathe. Just be okay with wherever you are. It's really okay. Breathe again. And we roll 1 vertebra at a time. Almost done. All right, 1 more for you. Take a wide angle forward bend. So when you get to this posture, you want the feet to go straight up. A lot of people have very tight hamstrings, and when they get into this position, they're back here. And they'll say, what is she doing? I can't do that. What you do is you bend your knees. Once you bend your knees, you can get right up on your sits bones, and this is important. If you need to modify, please do this. The last thing you want is to overstretch your back. You want to stretch the hamstrings. So start where you are, and it will get easier, and it'll get better. Once again, you bring the hands behind the body. The chest comes forward, you see, and the shoulder blades move down and back, and the shoulders are away from the ears. You can bring the hands to the front if you like, or take a little bit of a side stretch here. You're going to take your forearm, just lay it on your shin, or anyone that wants to come in front of the shin. Just bring our arm over the head, and we're twisting, we're stretching, we're using this arm against the floor to twist. 1 more inhale. On the exhale, turn towards this foot. You want to line up your ribs. Outside of your rib with the outside of your thigh. Bring the chest forward, breathe. On the exhale, we walk to the center. You could be on your hands, you could be on your elbows. You can grab your big toes if you want. Breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to roll on up. You're going to feel great when you're done with this. So hang in there 1 more side. Take the left forearm. Actually, this is your right. You know I get mixed up. I already told you that, so you're prepared. On top of the shin, on front of the shin. Inhale the arm up. A lot of people tend to stop here. Let's stretch a little bit. And every time you do yoga, you want to stretch a little further than you did the time before. That's how we make progress. Not that we're measuring ourselves against perfection. We're just challenging ourselves. We're the only ones we're competing with. Today I'm going to go a little further than I thought I could. A little further than I did yesterday. Maximize on the inhale. On the exhale, turn towards this foot. Again, ribcage lined up with the thigh. Hands can be here, 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 wherever they're comfortable. The chest is moving forward. And exhale, we take it to the center. Lengthening through the back. Again, if you need to bend the knees, do so. Try to take another, let's take 2 breaths here. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, relaxing. Remember those long, deep breaths, inhaling. Exhale, relax your face. Then inhale, let it roll on up. You come into any comfortable cross-leg, any seated position you want. We're going to end with a couple of shoulder shrugs. We're going to get rid of stress through sound. We're going to inhale, the shoulders up to the ears. We exhale with a ha sound. Make it come from your diaphragm. And imagine that anything that is developed through the day that you don't like and doesn't serve you, we're going to exhale it right out of your system. So we inhale up, exhale, ha! It's okay if you feel silly doing this. Hopefully you're alone in the room. Exhale, ha! You're going to start to like this. It feels good, right? Inhale up, exhale, ha! So much better already. Fingertips look inside your body, body tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. So as you release your breath, you release your arms, so there's no breath at the bottom. So there's 2 more times. Inhaling. Long, full breaths. Exhaling, releasing. Release tension. Release your breath. 1 more time. Inhaling up. Now exhale down the midline. And we end as we began. With the hands gathered, prayer goes to the heart center. We close the eyes and we seal the benefits of our program and our practice today by offering gratitude for the opportunity to practice yoga together today and for all the blessings in our lives which we may want to reflect on for a moment. And then we slowly open our eyes, ease back into our day with strength, optimism, and peace. Thank you for doing yoga with me today. I wish you wellness, abundance, love, joy, and every good thing. Namaste.